Well, I think we'll start with a video review of the Scag Vride 2 36-inch. Today was wash day. I'll post a picture about it, but there's the Dixon. We're not talking about the Dixon today, we're talking about Scag. So this is a 2019 model Scag Vride 2 36-inch. I bought it because most of my lawns that I mow are residential and they all have fences, so I needed something to get through the gates. Been great for that. I love it. I can get through them gates, get to the backyard, and I don't have to push mow. So it does have the Kawasaki FX 600 rated at 19 horsepower, which I think is plenty of horsepower for a 36, considering that's a 44 and it only has 18 horsepower. But there's a few things I wanted to go over. Let's go over a pros and a cons. I didn't make a list. I'm just going to walk around. I'm going to show you. Overall, mower's great. Does a good job for side discharge. We'll get into the mulch kit later. But right now, we're just going to do the overall view. Con. That cup holder sucks. And I'll show you why. I'm going to go over here. Got two bottles set up so you can see it. It's not in the sun, but it's all right. I'll just drop a regular water bottle in there. It flops around, you hit a bump, and it flies out. That's just a regular water bottle. Okay? Let's grab a Gatorade or a Powerade bottle. It don't fit. It will not go in. You have to give it a shove. There you go. Get it down in there, and it will stay. The problem is getting it down in there. Typically it'll stay. Sometimes it'll fall out when you hit big bumps, but you can see what I did. I totally crushed the bottle. So my solution, let me get those out of the way. My solution was this little pop. What is it, a 4-inch, I think? Yeah, 4.5 inch. 4.5 inch. It fits right in there. And then you can take your, I'm sorry for the video, guys, I'm walking around here. You can put your bottle in there and it will stay. So I've seen videos where guys took a piece of PVC and jammed it down in there. That's another good idea. But anyhow, that's con. It's still got water on it because I just washed it up. Another con. Let's find another con. Right here. When you're standing on this thing, it's going to be hard. I'm just going to describe it to you. Now, granted, you know, it's a 36-inch. It has a smaller footprint. But when you're standing on that and you hit bumps, it's like ejecto-cedo. It will bounce you right up off of there. So when I mow, typically I'm standing, let's see if I can do this. Typically I'm standing away from the pad. It's just more comfortable. But if you hit a big bump, it is going to, like I said, it'll just bounce you right up out of off the deck till where the mower cuts off. So if you see a bump coming, I put my knees against the pad, kind of lean against it a little bit, and that acts as a shock absorber, so it doesn't throw you up quite as high as if you didn't have your knees against the pad. Con, those tires suck. They really do. They just have no traction. This is what I want right there. Carlisle Turf Masters. Those have traction. Those do not. I had to lower the pressure. I'm clear down to 8 psi in the back tires just so I can get some sort of traction out of them. I do have hills and I have to mow on them. So, yeah, needs better tires. Let me see. I think that's about it. No, I got one more. I got one more con. I gotta take the e-brake off so we don't roll down the hill. These controls. So, when it warms up and you're mowing, and let's say you're going forward and you let go of the control, it will not go back to the neutral position. It goes back and it slowly makes its way till it gets to neutral. So basically when you let go of the controls, you're still move for another couple feet. I tried everything. I thought maybe it was the, let's see if we can see it down here. Right there. I thought maybe it was down in these controls were sticking. I've tried spray silicone. I've hit the Heim joints on both ends of the rod. I've tried everything I can think of. So it's going to go to the dealer and see what they can figure out with it. Because you know what? When you let go of the controls, it should stop. I mean, come on, guys. I literally have to go forward, and then to stop, I have to pull it back. Well, not into reverse, but I have to pull it back into neutral manually with my hand. So, yeah, I haven't figured that one out yet. All right, well, that's about all the cons. Pros. That's a great mower. It really is. It mows well. It's the 36-inch has the Advantage deck. It's twin blade, 18-inch blades. It's I don't know, it mows great. It really does. You can see it's got easy access to change the oil. Here's the filter here, and this is the valve that you open up, and then it has a tube that comes down and drains it right out down there. It's I don't know, it's great. I love the Kawasaki. The oil fill is easy to get to, or the oil check, I should say. The air filter, easy access. I've had no issues with the motor whatsoever. Been great so far. Oh, I didn't even show you the hours. I guess we better do that. See if we can get it. Right there. We hit 60 hours today. Just getting it off the trailer to wash it up. Yeah, I still got water on there. Fuel gauge works great. I like it. I mean, you can look down and sure, it's going to bounce around just with the mower moving a little bit, but it's accurate, and it works great. It's easy to see. It's right from your riding position. You look down, you know where you're at. This on and off valve. I had one instance, just one, hit a shrub. I kept mowing, and the shrub had turned that valve off, and my mower died, and I was like, oh crud, what's wrong? Had to figure it out. Finally realized that valve was off. Turned it back on, fired right up. Kind of an odd location because it's just where it's at. Yeah, I don't know. Everything's been functioning fine. I did buy the mower. I bought a belt deck, or a deck belt. It's in the trailer. I keep it with me just in case. You never know when you're going to break one of those. Blades, I took the high lifts off because I put the factory Hurricane mulch kit on this thing. And that's a whole nother story. Basically, it sucks. But, so rather than putting the high lifts on, I put Scag G5.
Oregon G5 Gator blades.
Where's it at? There it is. There you go. I tend to rim. Let's see if I can see. Yeah, it's hard to see. I tend to run the G5s primarily because I like the way it shreds up the clippings. It has enough lift, it can get them out. And your clippings are smaller. I run G5s on that. I run G5s on the Dixon. I like them. So right now, being as I tried the mulch kit and it did not work, I put the G5s on. We're just side discharging. I have a grass flap coming, and that will be in an upcoming video when we install that and see how it works. I did originally with the high lifts, factory high lifts. I built a block off plate here. And yeah, it worked all right, but I needed a mulcher. So we will see how the G5s work with grass flap. What else do we have to go over? Like I said, guys, this is unplanned. I'm just kind of walking around and going through it. Oh, deck height. Golly, Scag, come on already. Gee whiz. So, here, let me just walk it. There we go. I love the fact that how fast it is. It has that little detent on there. I mean, you just stick it in, turn it, come up here, jock your deck, and it's done. It is so nice to be able to adjust that height in just seconds. But from the factory, it's not even close. I mean, you set it at 3, and I think it was mowing at like 2 1/8. It wasn't even close. So I had to go through, basically on these 4 corners, you have to loosen this nut right here, and then there's your adjustment, which this acts as like a cam to adjust your height. That comes up here, and here's another cam, and then it all comes back and it ties in. You can't see it. It all ties into the arm right here. So basically, I had to go through and set the height. Oops, almost dropped the camera. Set the height correctly, and also adjust the deck for side to side and front to back. I do have about 1/8 of an inch lower in the front than I do in the back, as recommended by most people. So I didn't run it flat. I have it just a hair higher in the back. So the front would be at 3, and the back would be at 3 1/8. It is the proper height now, but I had to go through and do that. It wasn't, like I said, not even close. Not even close from the dealer. Now, I don't know if the dealer sets that up or factory. I don't know, but it wasn't even close. So it is now. Oh yeah, no air in them tires. I love them. No flats, no problem. They work great. No air. I like it a lot. It's pretty nice. This has air. Of course, I've got sealant in there, so if it does get a flat, it seals them right up. But without having the issue of air, you don't have to worry about flats at all. It's kind of nice. Overall, like I said, great mower. I love it. Works good. Does the intended purpose of 36-inch getting through the gates. It works great. It's a smaller front footprint. It's the baby V-Ride too. I actually name all my equipment. Every piece has a name, and this one is called Bam Bam, and BAM stands for Backyard Assault Mower. So Bam Bam off the Flintstones. Get it? Anyways, great mower. I enjoy it. I like it. It does what it needs to do. Mows great. Yeah, I would probably recommend it. I just let people know what its limitations are and its faults and whatnot. But nothing's perfect. So now the mulch kit, we will get to that in another review because it's horrible. I'll just keep my blood pressure down and just say it's horrible for now. So there you go, guys. I like it. I enjoy it. It does what I need it to do. It's a great mower. And that's it for now. Take it easy and watch for upcoming videos.